Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Burton Albion. It is Christmas Day in the year 2020. We have played 3 more games as Burton Albion manager. It's not been so great, but we are still 3rd place in the table, 1 point behind Fleetwood. First up against Bradford City in the EFL Trophy North 2nd round, the Checker Trade Trophy is what it's normally called. We lost 2-0. Randall Williams was on fire for this game. We couldn't score 16 shots, 10 on target. Their goalkeeper O'Donnell getting himself a 7.4 rating. Yeah, Bradford were just the better side, and fortunately, I guess, we're now out of this useless competition. In League 1 action up against Port Vale, we beat them 2-1. Luca Ercolani and Stephen Hunt with the goals for us. A very, very late consolation goal for Port Vale from Emmanuel Oilekele, something like that. And Joe Chambers gets himself sent off as well. We played ridiculously well in this game. 29 shots, 12 on target. We probably should have scored more than the 2 goals that we did. And finally, one of the most infuriating games of Football Manager I've ever had to sit through. A 2-1 defeat against Scunthorpe. Freddie Sears and Florian Balogun were the goals for Scunthorpe. Burton Albion's goal comes from Damien McCrory. His penalty was saved, but he actually got the rebound straight after, so he missed the penalty, but also kind of scored the penalty. We destroyed them. We actually destroyed them. If you look at the stats, match stats here, 4 clear-cut chances. And I guess one of them was a penalty. How did we not score? How did we not score 3 goals? We hit the bar a couple of times as well. Well, we hit the bar once, apparently. Again, this was another match. Their goalkeeper was on fire. We could not get past him. Like I said then, those results do leave us in 3rd place in the table. If we managed to beat Scunthorpe, we would actually be 2 points clear of Fleetwood in 2nd place. Unfortunately, we didn't beat Scunthorpe. We are 11 points behind Sunderland. I don't think we're ever going to catch Sunderland, but that 2nd place is my target. That's where my eyes are looking. The first of 2 games in a very quick succession. Today is Luton, and then in 2 days' time, on the 28th of December, we will be playing Swindon Town, but then we do have a nice big 10-day break. Luton, are in actually quite good form. We are inconsistent. Luton find themselves down in 9th, and also, I didn't mention it earlier, but this is now the furthest into one singular season that we've ever been a manager of one club. Normally, by this point, we would have been sacked. I think we got sacked on Christmas Eve as Southampton and 14th or 15th of December as Nottingham Forest. So, this is now officially my best season ever. The starting lineup we are going to go for then. Josh Lillis will be the goalkeeper. Turton, Aldred, Ercolani and McCrory will be the back 4. Jamie Allen and Andrew Sermon will be the 2 central midfielders. Stephen Hunt, Scott Fraser, Regan Charles Cook and Will Miller will be our attacking quartet. I mentioned this last time, and I don't know whether it's actually true or not, but look how deep our defenders are compared to how deep the Luton Town defenders are. We are practically in our penalty area. They are practically on the halfway line at the moment. That's technically the halfway line up there, but you see what I mean. We are very, very deep, very close to our goalkeeper. There is a huge gap between theirs. I don't know whether it makes any difference. Can we make this our 3rd episode in a row where we get 2 victories? I feel like not in this one, because I think things have been going our way too often at the moment. McCrory with a corner, 36 seconds in. This is actually a proper highlight, isn't it? Regan Charles Cook is being pushed all the way back, though. This is going to be a Luton Town attack. It is not a Luton Town attack. It is going to be a free kick, and that wasn't even a highlight, was it? Lumeka with a throw. Pearson, back to Lumeka. McEachran, McCann, edge of the area, goes for goal, curls it, hits the bar, and McCrory has slid the ball off, but it was offside, I think. Allen with a corner for Burton Albion. It's deep to Miller. Miller heads in. Dehenny can clear it. And now Luton Town can counter. Lumeka on the left-hand side. He's going to run forward. Keeps going. Cuts inside instead. McCann all the way across to Stacey. Wasn't the best of passes, but Stacey does get the ball. Back to Dehenny, who started this move. McCann in the area. Stacey again. McCann again. Takes a few touches. Gets round his man. Puts it in the back of the net. We're 1-0 down, so we're probably going to win this match 3-1. Every time. Every single time we seem to concede early, and then we turn it around and then win the game. I say every time. This is where we lose 4-1. Dehenny with the ball on the right. Fraser and one of our other players tackles, and both of them do get the ball. Miller's going to hopefully get there first. Yes, he does. runs it forward, plays it across to the Southampton youngster. Regan Charles-Cook now into the area, goes for goal, puts it in the bottom corner. We are back in the game, it is 1-1, and that is a great counter-attack and a great finish from Regan Charles-Cook. Just over the half an hour mark, and there is another highlight. Miller with the ball for us. Charles-Cook forward to Fraser. Fraser's going to run towards goal, and Stephen Hunt gets in his way, I think. That's the only way you can really explain that. Lumeka with a free kick. McEachran. We have got just over 5 minutes of the first half. McEachran goes for goal. Lillis just about manages to save it. That was the whole highlight, weirdly. Jamie Allen with a corner. There's still more action before half-time. Hunt goes for goal. Dehenny can clear it. Fraser now with a free kick for us. Across to Regan Charles-Cook. Have a dig, son. Why have you taken so many touches? Miller goes for goal. He actually tried to chip it over the goalkeeper, and it hits the top of the bar. Is it going to be 1-1 at half-time, which isn't going to be terrible, but look how many shots have taken place. 21 now in just the first half. It is half-time. It is 1-1. Will Miller, 17% shots on target ratio. Really? 17%? How? I mean, passionately, score some goals. I'm looking, yeah. I know you're capable of it. It didn't really make a difference. I'm going to keep him on for now, but he won't be lasting past the hour mark. Corner for Luton Town. Lumeka takes it, and it is Sonny Bradley. Remy Street with the assist. Sonny Bradley with the goal. We are 2-1 down to Luton Town, and that didn't actually, it wasn't supposed to rhyme, but it did. Lumeka with a free kick. Hilton. Hunt intercepts the ball, but Hilton is going to get the ball back. No, he's not. Miller now with the ball. He's got no support up there. He needs to hold on to it. Plays it back to Jamie Allen. Allen back to Ollie Turton. Turton to Miller. Miller needs to find someone. Back to Turton. And it's given Luton time to recollect their feelings. It's played across. McCrory on the left-hand side. There's 5 in the box if he can get his cross in. He does cross it in. It's an own goal. I'll take that. I'm not sure who it was. It was Sonny Bradley. He scored 1 at one end and then immediately scores 1 at the other end as well. Good job, Sonny. Right, I've had enough of Miller. Get off the pitch. We are going to bring on Oliver Sarkic, who is our new signing. He's played a couple. I think he played in the Checker Trade Trophy and was absolutely appalling. I'm trying to use him sometimes as a winger, sometimes as a striker. So far, he's not doing well at either. Flanagan with a free kick for Luton. Just 15 minutes to play. McCann goes for goal, hits the base of the post, and Ercolani reacts quicker than Remy Street. McCann gets the ball back to Remy Street. Nothing happens from the highlight. There's 10 minutes left to play. Let's try and do some subs. Fraser off for Aggie. We're going to swap you over like that, maybe. Play Regan Charles-Cook in the middle. I think that's all we're going to do. And then we are going to go and play positive for the final 10 minutes. Hopefully try and nick a goal. Or concede a goal is probably an equally as likely opportunity. It is at 15 seconds left to play then, so it's going to be a 2-2 draw with Luton Town. It's not the end of the world. It's not the ideal result, it's not what we were after, but after conceding 2 fairly soft goals, I guess we'll have to take it. 94 minutes is up. Harry Lewis drops the ball, kicks it over the halfway line. The whistle goes. It is 1 point apiece then between Burton and Luton. And I think we might actually drop down the table a little bit. Okay, so we didn't drop down the table. However, Fleetwood did manage to win their game against Wigan, which then moves them now 3 points clear of us. It still means if Fleetwood lose and we win, we will still go ahead of them. Sunderland, what did Sunderland do? Sunderland drew. Sunderland are starting to drop points quite regularly as well. So they are not this undefeatable force as we once thought. Well, they're almost undefeatable. They've only won one game. Lost one game, sorry. At the other end of the table, Doncaster have now won 3 games and they're off the bottom of the table. Well, in 2 days' time, we've got Swindon. So not a lot of rest for any of our players now. There is a full list of fixtures on Monday the 28th of December, so we are not going to be the only team, or the only 2 teams that are going to be struggling for fitness. Hopefully, everybody will. Who have Fleetwood got? Fleetwood have got Bradford City, a team that have beaten us in the past. Sunderland are playing MK Dons, who I think are down the wrong end of the table. Where are MK Dons? 18th. So, of the games today, we really should be looking for a victory. Hopefully Bradford can do us a favour, and maybe we might move up into 2nd place. Okay, so there is a lot of rotation going on due to fitness, but what I've tried to go for is I've tried to go for a very fit team. The only player in my starting 11 who isn't particularly up to scratch is Stephen Hunt, But that's because he is one of our best players and he's only 12 years old. And because he's only 12 years old, he gets tired after about 10 minutes of football. In goal, we're going to keep with Josh Lillis. John Brayford has returned to the back four. He's been told he's only allowed to play 75 minutes. We'll see what happens, shall we? He might end up playing a full 90. McFadzean and Josh Pask are going to be the two central defenders, with Kagosi and Thele on the left-hand side. Regan Booty and Ben Fox will be the two midfielders. Stephen Hunt, Will Miller, Daniel Aggie and Oliver Sarkic will be the four strikers. On the bench, we do have some of our better players. Regan Charles Cook is there, Sermon is there, Tom Aldred is there, Scott Fraser is there, who he has a fitness test. They just say he's not ready to play, but should be monitored. I don't know whether that means don't play him, or you can play him, but just don't play him for too long. McCrory's on there as well. Willem Tomlinson, who is one of our new signings. He actually, you know what? No, Tomlinson's going to play. He played as a right back the other day. Amazing. So I'm going to give him a game ahead of John Brayford. Probably a risk. Probably a stupid thing to do. It will be interesting to know whether Swindon are facing just as much fitness issues as we are. Obviously, we are playing some players who don't regularly play for us at all. Tomlinson and Pask are two of the players. Ben Fox is another one, who they're just generally lacking match fitness, let alone normal fitness. 1 minute in and Swindon have a chance and Swindon have scored. Andy Dales with the goal. Of course we've let in a goal early on, because that's what we do. We can't seem to, we switch on at about 15 minutes in. Hunt with a corner for us. Miller's at the back, heads it across. Daniel Aggie's there, kicks it in to the Swindon Town player. Miller is going to keep it in, but wins a throw on thanks to the tackle from Scott Goulbourne. 25 minutes in, Bradford are beating Fleetwood 2-0, but we are losing to Swindon. Goulbourne's throw. I tried to intercept it, but couldn't manage to do it. Glatzel with the ball. Doherty running forward, plays it across to Noyle on the right-hand side. The right-back crosses it in. Dales is there again, and Dales is unlucky not to make it 2-0 and get his second of the game. It is a corner for Swindon Town. Doherty takes it. McFadzean clears. Dales gets the ball back to the corner taker. Where is he going to go? He's going to try and cross it in. He's got two players on him, and somehow still keeps the ball and wins a throw on. Noyle. Fox heads the ball forward. Noyle gets the ball back. Smith. Doherty goes for goal, hits the bar. Tomlinson can clear it. Swindon are all over us at the moment. We're going to have to drop back to being cautious. We've got two injuries as well. Ben Fox and Hunt are both injured. It's not going so well. Steve Thompson told the team their performance was disappointing. He did do such a thing and then didn't give anyone any individual team talks. I'm not going to do any subs yet. And Thele is playing pretty poorly on the left-hand side at the moment. Should probably have brought off at least one of the two injured players. I'm going to keep them on for now. Stephen Hunt, I'm kind of not too fussed with because he's not mine. Aggie with the ball. Are we going to see anything from this first highlight? We've won a free kick. Okay, so are we going to see the free kick? Fox is the one to step up to take it. Kicks it straight into the wall. Probably wasn't really worth watching, was it? Right, we are starting to take control of this game, so we're going to go positive. Fox with another free kick. This time hits it well over the wall and over the goal. It's time to do some subs. I'm probably going to do all three of them. Fox for Andrew Sermon, and Thele for Damien McCrory, and Stephen Hunt for Regan Charles Cook. And do we swap you two over? Sure, we'll swap you two over. Aggie can be a right-sided inside forward today. Throw on for Swindon. Goulbourne to this man. I can never pronounce his name. Doherty all the way across to Noyle. Noyle, the right back, gets the ball kicked into McCrory, and now McCrory can hopefully start a counter-attack. Ball upfield. Conroy's going to get there first, though, for Swindon, and play it back to Vigouroux, the goalkeeper. Over the halfway line, Pask heads forward. Sarkic, first time we've actually had to say his name all game. Regan Booty tries to find one of our players but can't do it. Anderson back to Vigouroux again, lumps it upfield. Pask is going to get there first. Not the best header though from Pask. Anderson, Glatzel, Doherty, Swindon coming forward with numbers on the left-hand side. Dales with the ball, goes for goal, somehow nearly scored that, and we've managed to get it clear. I'm going to tell them to show some passion. We've got the ball deep in our half. Pask to Sermon, back to Josh Pask. McCrory, Regan Booty plays the ball upfield. Sarkic is one-on-one with the keeper. If he can put it in, he can't put it in. Vigouroux makes the save. We've got a corner. We need to get a point from this game. This is going to be a disaster if we lose this. McCrory crosses the corner in. Sarkic at the back. Blinkhorn can clear it for a throw-on. Look at those stats. 15 shots, 8 on target, 64% possession, and we are going to lose this game. Dales with the ball. Doherty. Basically, Swindon haven't done anything since their opening goal, and then they're going to score here. No, they're not. Lillis makes a very easy save. How are we not scoring? We're going to have to go very attacking. McCrory to Miller. We've got 8 minutes to play. In the middle, Smith clears it for Swindon. McFadzean forward to Willem Tomlinson. Aggie to Regan Booty. Tomlinson, acres of space on the right-hand side. Crosses in. Daniel Aggie is there, and he has found an equaliser with 8 minutes to spare. Stop celebrating. You shouldn't have ever been behind. Are we going to nick a winner? Are Swindon going to nick a winner? Or is it going to stay 1-1? It looks like it's going to stay 1-1 until the end of the game. A match that we did not deserve to lose. A match that we barely deserved to draw, to be honest. Oh, please don't do this now. Anderson, Woolery in the area, crosses in. It hits one of our players. It is full time. It's a 1-1 draw. So, we've done an episode undefeated. Unfortunately, it was 2 draws where we were probably the better side in both and couldn't actually find the winner. And conceding goals after 2 minutes, that needs to stop. Ben Fox is out for 6 to 7 days and Stephen Hunt is out for 1 to 3 days. That's good. Nothing too major there. The only other major injury we've got going on is Marvin Sordell will be back soon. Joe Sparrow won't be back soon. He's still got 10 days to 3 weeks left on his injury. So the league now looks like this. We are still in 3rd place. Fleetwood, did they turn it round? Fleetwood were 2-0 down and won 4-2 against Bradford. So they are now 5 points clear of us in 2nd place. I think Sunderland also won their game as well. Yes, they did. Northampton now catching us up, just 1 point behind. Southend also catching us up. And that is who we are playing next, I think. We are going to go forward until the 1st of January, where 2 signings will be joining the club. Just 2 at the moment. Hopefully, we will get some transfer budget. We haven't got a huge amount. I might need to try and shift some players on because we are currently over our wage budget as well. But hopefully we can get some transfer budget. I might need to try and sign some more attack-minded players in the January transfer window. So join me in a second where you'll see and you'll be introduced to our first new signing. Welcome back to the club, Tyler Walker. That's right, from Nottingham Forest. I don't know why I've done it. I've decided to buy Tyler Walker. He's come in as a backup. He's getting paid a hell of a lot of money for a backup, but he's come in for £75,000. I'm not paying all of that in one hit. Most of that is actually over the course of the next 3 years, but Tyler Walker is here. I've bought him because he is versatile. He is a striker naturally, but he can also play on the wings as well, so if we need to, we can actually use him as the left-sided inside forward or maybe on the right side as well. He should be a half-decent signing for us, and as he's only a backup, he's not going to get annoyed if he's not playing week in, week out. A player that I am actually a little bit more excited to be joining the club is Jason McCarthy, the former Southampton youngster. Notice that I often buy players formerly of Southampton. He's 25 years old now, formerly of QPR in the game, Wycombe, Barnsley, Walsall, and Southampton as well, as I've just mentioned. He is a right-back by nature. Back in his Southampton days, he was a centre-back, so he's clearly changed as time's gone on. He's probably going to be our long-term replacement for John Brayford. That is why I have signed him. Much like Kagosi and Thele, he is a relegation specialist. He's been relegated 3 years in a row with Barnsley, Wycombe and Queen's Park Rangers. He's not going to be getting relegated this season, though, because unless things go drastically the wrong way, I don't think we can actually finish in the bottom 3 or 4 or however many go down in League One. Also, as it's the 1st of the month, Player of the Month awards have come out. Young Player of the Month goes to Luca Ercolani. Well, 2nd place goes to Luca Ercolani. He did have a very good month for us. And I also managed to pick up 2nd place Manager of the Month as well. Never won Manager of the Month, always 2nd place. Next episode then, I was going to go all the way through to February, and then I saw in the middle of January we do have Fleetwood Town. So, next episode is going to be Fleetwood and Oldham. Then the episode after that is going to be Sunderland and Mansfield. We're getting close. I say getting close. We're on our way towards the end of the season. We need to start picking up getting some more consistency in our results. The draws against Swindon and Luton, yes, they weren't defeats, but they really were games that we should have been winning. So hopefully Southend is that's 5th place Southend, 9th place Bolton. That's 2 very difficult games in between episodes. Hopefully we can pick up at least 1 win there and maybe a draw. Then we'll return for the Fleetwood and the Oldham games. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2019 with Burton Albion. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back tomorrow for Fleetwood and Oldham.